Hey guys, Adam here, your coach for the Charizard Champions.
I'm Zach, coach of the Southwest Swamperts.
And we're bringing you the breakdown for the Kanto League. The way that's going is I'm in the Johto League, as you guys all are aware, and I will be doing the recap videos for the Kanto League, while Blake will be doing the videos for the Johto League. I felt like it was a little easier on my behalf to make sure it's a lot easier for me to do just one portion of the league, because there is a lot of us and there are a lot of videos to cover, and it's a hard life.
Right.
Hard knock life. Hard life. All right. So, as it stands right now, the Kanto League rating is 1 through 9. Stands with Trevor at 1, Austin, Chris, Hayden, David, Kirk, Matt, and Kyle at the bottom. Kyle, my man, getting that 3-0 cost you. All right. So that's the breakdown for the standings. We're going to jump right into the matches. Talking about Kyle, first match we're going to talk about is Austin and Kyle.
I watched that one today, so it's probably the freshest in my mind out of all of them. To me, the things that hurt Kyle the most were all the hazards Austin had set up at the end, because he had, I believe, like 2 layers of spikes and then stealth rocks at the end, and that just hurts a lot.
I believe it's like 25% at that point. Like, no matter what, it's 25% damage.
Right. And then another thing that hurt Kyle was he just had a couple bad switches.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I saw him switching in his Reuniclus on a Gengar while the Gengar was out already. That just screams no to me. I can understand, like, 'cause he named the Reuniclus Ghostbuster, so I'm assuming it was meant for the Gengar. So I'm guessing it was like he had a reason for bringing it in, but I don't think bringing it in while the Gengar's out or having sacked something off originally was the best idea.
Now the second part was the bad switch in. Austin had a Sigilyph this week, and the Sigilyph did a lot of work against Kyle's team. I think he got 3 kills. I think it was 2 or 3. I'm not sure, but he switched it in on his Dragalge. He just switched out. He switched out and brought in Dragalge on the Sigilyph, and it just took this Ice Beam and just died.
Right.
Dragalge is the only dragon with poison typing, and it gets bodied by Psychic type, so I probably wouldn't have switched that in on a Psychic type.
Yeah.
And 2, Sigilyph gets Magic Guard, so having Life Orb on it is pretty common, especially in our league format. Tyler did a lot last season.
Yeah.
But the power output for that thing was probably ridiculous and probably could one-shot any dragon.
Right.
Let alone that Dragalge does have a great special defense, but that doesn't mean anything. We're taking a super effective hit.
Right. Exactly. Next, we have Chris and Matt's match, I guess?
Yeah, that's the problem. We all watched this match, the very first match of the season, and Matt had a really good matchup, except Matt made the good play of switching in Gyarados on the Mamoswine, predicting an Earthquake onto his Bisharp, which is really cool. Bisharp doesn't like earthquakes. And then Matt was running a bulky Dragon Dance Gyarados. After one Dragon Dance, I'm pretty sure Gyarados could outspeed his entire team and pretty much almost one-shot anything, minus like the Dragonite, because it takes neutral.
Or multi-scale.
Yeah, the multi-scale. But the Stealth Rocks were up to pop the multi-scale.
Yeah.
But Matt went for a second Dragon Dance, which wasn't necessary, and the chip damage between Icicle Crash and then the final damage with an Ice Shard just piled up, and Matt set up a substitute, which took, I think it was 25% of health. So it was just a bad judgment there.
Yeah. On top of that, Chris's Gramble was his MVP for the week. Just did a lot of damage, and I mean, I understood Matt switching to the Bisharp on the Gramble, but at the same time, the Gramble's coverage with close combat just
not only that, but I think maybe Chris might have predicted that switch, and he went for the Thunder Wave, which was really nice because then Gramble can outspeed, and then here comes a close combat, which is 4 times effective.
Right.
Sorry, but Bisharp isn't going to take that.
Exactly.
The only other thing left was it was coming down to the end of the match, and Matt had Entei, and Entei did a lot of work on Matt's team, or on Chris's team. And Matt went for Sacred Fire twice on Dragon Knight. I strongly believe that if Matt would have gone for Stone Edge, it would have killed. And then you could have
especially because multi-scale had been broken.
Yeah, multi-scale had been broken. It's super effective. Entei has a ridiculous attack. And then it could have Sacred Fired Scizor and win.
Yep.
But it is what it is. I'm sure Matt learned from his mistake, and we'll see him do better next week.
David and Kirk, I guess.
This match was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought this was one of the better matches.
They both kind of prepared very well. David got ready for his match, and he pulls out his notebook, and it's just like this tall, and it's just full of all these notes. And I'm like, David, my man, taking this to the extreme. David, I will say this probably every week, but David has my favorite OU guys. Like, his OU picks are just monsters.
Super bulky.
Powerful. Yep. It's ridiculous. And Kirk had a hard time trying to plan around Mega Garchomp. Not only is Mega Garchomp just ridiculously powerful with a 170 base attack, and it has a 120 special attack, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
So it can drop Dracos and Fire Blast on you and still want to outrage.
Right.
But Kirk had a hard time trying to deal with that. On top of that, David has access to Sticky Web.
He did not bring it this week.
Yeah, dude. I will as soon as I see Garvantula, I'm pretty sure we all think, oh, here comes Sticky Web. Yep. Kirk planned for this. Turn 1, Garvantula, Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff went for Magic Coat, which is like Magic Bounce, and would reflect back the Sticky Web. But instead, David was just like, here's a Thunder.
Yeah.
David just played very well with his Garvantula.
Right.
I think Garvantula took 2-3 kills. That battle. Where are you?
The bottom.
Down.
Yellow on the left.
I'm really curious.
Garvantula had 2 kills.
Yeah, 2 kills.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the biggest thing that happened.
The Trace.
The Trace outcome.
Man.
But this was something that none of us could have prepared for. It's something that's a game mechanic that we can't change.
And no one knew about it.
No one knew about it because no one, for one, used Porygon 2 last season or Zoroark. But for those of you that are watching that are not in our league, Porygon 2 was out. Kirk brought in a Zoroark disguised as Gliscor. Trace did not happen
on Illusion
because I don't think Illusion is an ability that can be traced.
Nope.
So Porygon tri-attacked, bopped the Zoroark, and then the Porygon 2 was already poisoned. Gliscor came in, and Porygon 2 was like, oh, here, let me trace your poison heal.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's what kind of won David the game there a little bit, because I'm pretty sure Gliscor could probably handle everything else. Gliscor did live an Ice Beam from the Porygon, so I think the Toxic Heal just helped David out even more. But that was... there was nothing...
It was going to be close either way.
Yeah.
And it was a good match.
But Kirk's Wigglytuff was... Rowdy Rough boys. I'm assuming that's from that was. But that thing was a monster. It took down the Mega Garchomp. I was really impressed with that. All right. Blake and Hayden. This match wasn't anything super crazy. As we're all aware, Blake is a Gen 1er. Just going through, playing red. It's all good. He drafted a good team, minus the fact that they're all Gen 1 Pokemon. This match literally just came down to breaking the wall down first. Right in the beginning of the game, it came to a stalemate between Florges and Venusaur, and it was just Moon Blast, Sludge Bombs, Moon Blast, Sludge Bomb, Calm Mind, Wish, Sludge Bomb, Moon Blast.
Yeah. It was just very tanky, like brawl it out for a while, and then it just I think Hayden had, with the coverage he had on Miss Magius with the power gem and then the psychic, I think that helped him a lot.
Yeah, Hayden's calling that Miss Magius is going to get the most kills on his team this season. So we'll see if that actually happens.
And then,
but Mega Metacham for Hayden this week was really powerful against Blake.
It did basically what Hayden wanted it to do.
Yeah.
Where it brought Pokemon from like 50% to 0 with the
fake out
bullet punch combo.
Yeah, it was really good.
And then on top of that, the Fighting Berry Hayden put on his Tyranitar, which to be honest, probably wasn't going to be used until Blake decided to bring the Brick Break on his Pikachu.
Yep.
Which I didn't even have any idea Pikachu could get Brick Break in the first place.
Pikachu has such a big move pool, it's awesome.
But if without that Fighting Berry, Tyranitar would have been done that turn most likely, and who knows what would have happened, because all Hayden would have had left would have been
the Mega Metacham,
and he still probably would have won with that, because Mega Metacham just puts in work on basically everything. Right. But it would have been a lot more interesting at the end.
Yeah, it would have.
So.
But it was a good match. Yeah. Good work, guys. And then the cross division match.
Trevor and Tyler. Really, all you can say about it is just hacks.
Trevor just got some really good hacks on him. There was a very big key play that Tyler did, where he had his hackers in on a Shuckle, and Shuckle was pretty low.
No, Shuckle, when he first brought in Shuckle was full.
Shuckle was full. And then he switched out to Gothitelle, and he should have switched out Gothitelle pretty soon, after doing like a good amount of damage or whatever, and then bring in the Haxorus again, and then trying to set up. I understand it set up Stealth Rocks and Sticky Web, and he didn't want that, so he brought in the Blastoise. But he should have done all that sooner while Gothitelle was still alive.
And I don't remember if Shuckle had been out previous, but I know Tyler was afraid of like the infestation set on Shuckle. Right. And I think he switched out Haxorus so he wouldn't lose the
I believe
Focus
Shuckle's move set was Sticky Web, Stealth Rock, Toxic, Knockoff.
Yeah.
So
and it sucks that's what
basically
that's what happened.
Well, and then that gave Trevor the momentum to get a Wish off on Metagross, get a Heal Bell off, and heal away Metagross's paralysis. Right. And then
the freeze on the Ice Punch, the 10% freeze.
I was sitting next to Tyler when he was there, and he clicked Dragon Dance. Yeah. And he would have been outspeed and kill with an Earthquake, and then it would have gone back and forth, probably some kills for Tyler. Yeah. But it ended up in a 5-0 in Trevor's favor, which is pretty good. He's sitting at the top of his division right now because of that win. Yep. But it was all good matches this week. Nothing super crazy in this division. At least.
Now, the next week, all of our matches we have Austin versus Trevor, David versus Kyle, Chris versus Kirk, Blake versus Matt, and then myself and Hayden in the cross conference match. But I mean, let's start with Austin and Trevor.
So we were looking at this one, and it's Mega Metagross versus Mega Gallade, and both these guys are extremely strong. They have natural bulk to them. Obviously, Mega Metagross has way more natural bulk than Mega Metacham. Gallade. I don't know why I keep saying Mega Metacham.
They're the same type.
They're the same type. But it's really how they prepare their teams. Yeah. But the Megas are pretty much on point with each other.
It's basically whoever can come up with. I personally think it's gonna be whoever comes up with like the most trickery for their team to counter the other team is gonna win.
And that's what it's gonna come down to, because we were looking. Their teams both have things that the other team doesn't want to deal with. Yeah. At the same time, like they have good counters to them. Right. So literally, our notes say that it's just gonna come down to who prepares better for the other team to stop their momentum or break down a wall or even take out their Mega. It's going to be a good match.
Yep. All right, we got David and Kyle next. And as far as this match is concerned, it's just, I'm looking at it, David kind of has the upper hand. I mean, Mega Garchomp has an advantage over Mega Ampharos.
Obviously.
And then just team for team, has answers for basically all of Kyle's Pokemon. I mean, that's not saying that Kyle can't do anything, because Kyle definitely has options to do serious damage, but just like Pokemon for Pokemon, David has
the upper hand. It doesn't mean that Kyle can't, because Kyle does have some really big threats, and I proved Zach wrong on a couple things, and I was like, no, look at this.
Yeah.
This will happen, and then boom, like it's done.
Right.
But that goes for any team in this league.
Yep.
Everyone has like their super strong hitters that are just gonna just destroy a wall. But this is gonna be a good match as well. Like all these matches this week, I'm really looking forward to them.
And then Chris and Kirk next.
Now, these are the two other Steel-type Megas in the league, not including myself. Mega Steelix versus Mega Scizor. We decided we give the Mega matchup to Mega Scizor just because, obviously, it gets fighting moves.
Yeah. And it outspeeds. Well, Mega Steelix does get Fire Fang. It's just I think the speed difference is gonna. If they were to 1v1, I think the speed difference just kind of hurts. I mean, but at the same time, Mega Steelix's crazy high just defense stat,
yeah, it's gonna base like
might
230.
give it the advantage. It's going to be close, but I think
we didn't run calcs or anything. I didn't want to find out because if this matchup does happen, it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Chris has a very good team for a newcomer coming into this league. But Kirk's team doesn't fear it. Kirk has like answers to every one of his Pokemon.
Kirk, I think, like just drafted his team for a purpose, and I think to like base it around a certain thing or for a specific reason, and I think that reason just kind of prepares him well for
I don't see
team.
Kirk. I can see Kirk being that guy that's just gonna be like, okay, I'm not afraid to stall this guy out. I'm going to make you waste your PP. I'm gonna make you wish that you would have switched out 5 turns ago. Like I can see Kirk doing that. At the same time, I can see Chris bringing that one move on a Pokemon that can just help round out its moveset to take down something on Kirk's team.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good match overall. And then last we have Blake and Matt. Mega for the Megas, we gave it to Blake just
because adaptability Beedrill.
Super strong.
It's my goodness, it's ridiculous.
And plus the dark typing that Mega Gyarados gets hurts it against the
really hurts it against Mega Beedrill.
Against the bug type.
But we all know that Mega Beedrill is just like, boom, here I am. I'm gonna do some serious damage, and then I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yeah. But I think past the Mega, there's Matt still has plenty of chances to just either not slow down Blake's team and make it so it's more difficult for Blake. He just won't be able to sweep with Mega Beedrill. I think. I think Matt has options to slow down Mega Beedrill.
Right.
And if he gets through Mega Beedrill, who knows what'll happen after that? Yeah.
But that goes for any team. Like I know we all don't want to think, but most of us do rely on the strength that our Mega brings to our team.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a phone call. Don't mind me, guys.
Okay.
Hello.
And so like what Adam was saying, everyone has their Megas and they have a purpose, but that you have to use other Pokemon too, I guess.
So that wraps up week 1 for Kanto. This will now be uploaded to YouTube, so general public can see it. If someone stumbles across our nice little battle league, good for you guys. Leave a like. Tell us what you think. I will leave a link or the battle videos, who versus who, in the description. So if anyone wants to watch these battle videos, they're more than welcome to see what our league is. And who knows, maybe we get a big hit and we can post all of our stats and standings on an online forum and people can watch it. I know Hayden said that his brother wants to do a fantasy league based off our league. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
So just let us know what you guys think. But we'll see you this Sunday. We haven't picked the time yet, but we'll let you know.
What's going on? All right.
Bye.
Bye.